Hello there, I'm Theo and this is my love nest. Welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Now that you're here, please watch it all the way to the end. A very big shout out to everybody who subscribes to my channel so far, everybody who likes my videos, everybody who comments, and everybody who recommends my content to other people. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button and put the notification bell on so you know every time I put up a video, which I hope is going to be frequently from now on. Without wasting any time, today we're talking finances. We're talking about money, and I'll be giving you financial habits to learn in your 20s for you to have a better financial life. And this was inspired by my personal experience, that when I started off working and I was, looking for financial advice, looking for ways to spend and use my money, I was actually getting advice from people who've been in the professional field for quite longer, people who are like in their 40s, people who are telling me about people who are speaking from a point of, we're not starting off, we've been in the market. So a lot of things I had to learn as I went. So most of these are things that I just acquired along the way, and some are things I'm still learning, and I hope it does help somebody out there. This is for people who are generally just entering into the working market, people who just started off working, or people who are starting off in business. As long as you are having an income, and this is sort of like your first real income from, you getting pocket money from home or something like that. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's just get right into the financial habits to learn in your 20s. Firstly, it's know your money. Know how much you have, know how much you're making, know how much is coming into your account, either at the end of the month or at however frequency you get your payments. Just know how much you're getting, how much you're expecting, and you knowing how much you have would influence how you spend your money or how you plan to spend your money. And you knowing your money would allow you to budget. I know a lot of people speak about budgeting, and there's so many ways to budget your money. They even there's methods on how you can split your income into percentages on how to save. We've got the 50-30-20 method. There's so many methods you can use to budget and spend your money, but the first thing you want to do is to know how much you're getting, and then when you know how much you're getting, you will know how to spend and budget your money. Second up is that try by all means to buy things in cash to minimize debt. And this is for things that you don't really have to be putting yourself in debt for. Things like holidays. Avoid taking a loan or borrowing money to take yourself on a holiday. Things like clothes. People have store accounts to take clothes so they could look fancy. Things like what else do people... Oh, now there's like a thing where you can buy groceries on credit, and I know Woolworths does that. I don't know which other store does it, but there's such things that you don't need to be buying on credit. Rather save up for it and buy. If you feel like it's urgent and you don't have the money now, maybe things like lay buying, like try to avoid having debt and having to pay interest, because that's one of the things that sets us back. That when you have money, instead of you saving it, you have to pay back the debt. So try by all means to pay your things cash. Buy cash, and if you don't have, wait and save unless it's really a matter of life and death and you need to have whatever item that is right now. And then maybe the only way for you to have the item is to buy it on credit, but I wouldn't advise for us to buy things on credit. Pay cash as much as you can. Now the next item is gonna sound like it's a contradiction from what I said, that build positive credit record. In as much as we're trying our best to run away from debt, we still do need to have some kind of credit in our names. You have to have a credit history. You have to have somewhere where you are paying monthly installments so that you exist in the credit world, so that someday maybe when you want to make a big purchase, like you want to buy a house, or you want to buy a car, or you want to get a big loan for something, you would need to be existent in the credit world. So do build a positive credit record. I'm not saying go take loans to fund a luxurious life that you know you cannot afford. Have a existing credit life that you know you can afford. Yeah, I don't know what examples to give, like buying a phone on credit and then making sure that you're paying those installments faithfully, so, or taking a small amount of loan. Doesn't even have to be a lot of money. Like you can take a loan of like 10 I almost said 10 grand. You can take a loan of like 1,000 or 1,500 rands. It doesn't have to be a big amount of money. Just make sure that you exist in the credit world, so that should any day you require credit, or you require to make a financed purchase, you do exist in the credit world, and it will not be a hassle for you. Because if you don't exist, you your creditors wouldn't know if you are a paying customer or not, and also they may put your interest rates really high if you don't have a credit an existing credit history. So you gotta be smart about that. Think, what kind of credit can I have that will boost my credit record but also wouldn't leave me in debt at the end of each month, right? And the next thing I learned about finances is that you need to live below your means. This has been preached everywhere by literally everybody. If you ever want to get financial advice from anyone, they're all gonna say live below your means, or just spend less than what you make. And it's true. And if it means you have to like share a place to stay or stay at home, if it means you have to cut down on like some habits, or you have to relocate, whatever the case would be in your specific situation, just always try to live beyond your means. And by living beyond your means, we mean that out of whatever you're getting, let there be something left behind after you've done all of your expenses, after you've saved, after you've paid whatever you have to pay. Let there be something left. And we're not saying that whatever is left should be something to carry you through the month. Whatever is left should be, in case something happens, I need to have extra cash. I don't know if that makes sense. So always live below your means. Thrive to always have something left after you have spent on whatever you have to spend for. And number 6 or number 5? I think it's number 5. I think this is the most important. Pay yourself. Prioritize yourself. In as much as we all are about saving and putting money for emergencies, for rainy days, for I don't know what, but also prioritize yourself. Spoil yourself a little. Buy yourself that pair of shoes you want. Take yourself for that lunch. Save up money for yourself. Like save money to go on a trip. Save money to pamper yourself. But do prioritize paying yourself, because if you're not going to be using your money for things you like or enjoy, you're going to be miserable. The only thing you're going to be thinking of is, I have to go to work so that I can pay rent, or I have to go to work so that I can afford to buy groceries. And there isn't really any fulfillment in that kind of lifestyle. It's kind of depressing, because if you think of it, you're literally living to make ends meet, and we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to build healthy financial lives so that we are not really living hand to mouth, if that makes sense. And number 6, set realistic financial goals. I have said this before, I don't remember in which video, that I really find it difficult to just save for the sake of saving. It's easier for me to save if I know I'm saving for something. I put a goal and I say, okay, at the end of the next 5 months, I want to have this much money to use for this, right? And I'm not saying that to save without a plan is invalid or you shouldn't do it. It's actually good, it's recommended. But the problem with that is, should you ever need cash, it's going to be easy for you to just go take from whatever savings you've got, because they're not for anything specific. You're just putting money aside, so everything will seem like an emergency enough for you to go and take out of your savings. So set goals and be realistic. You cannot set a goal to say at the end of the next 3 months I want to have 1 million rands, when you know that your annual salary does not equate to 1 million rands. Be realistic about your plans. Be realistic about your financial goals. Be realistic about why you're saving. And then number 8 is that have friends with the same financial lifestyle as you, right? Not to say that you should have friends that earn the same salary as you, or friends that do the same job with you, or anything like that, but have friends who are basically the same, have the same mentality financially with you. You cannot be all about saving and investing and, you know, living below your means, and have a friend who every 3 days they want to go away, or they always want to go out to have lunch, or, you know, they're just always impulsively spending money. Such things are what would derail you, because if I am spending time with somebody who really doesn't care about how much is in their account, all they care about is spending, and I really want to spend, how then am I going to maintain our friendship? One of us has to suffer. I might end up saying, you know what, it wouldn't hurt for me to take a couple of rands out of my savings just so I can go have lunch with my friend. But think of it as, if you're continuously doing this, at the end of the month, whatever money you had saved, you've already spent on these random lunches. You know, if you're having friends that are frequently buying new things, friends that are frequently going on holidays, does things stop filming somewhere along the way? I don't know where we were or what we were saying, but yeah, basically what I wanted to say is that keep friends who have the same financial lifestyle as you, because if we're going to have different financial lifestyles, one of us would suffer. Lastly, learn to say no. When people are busy borrowing money, or people want you to come through for them financially and you know that you can't, say no without the fear of how they're going to think of you, what they're going to think of you, or anything. At the end of the day, you're going to be helping them out and you will now be stuck. Who's going to come to help you out? So learn to say no. I cannot afford it, I can't do it, and don't even feel bad about it. And avoid by all means to commit financially when you know that you cannot come through to it. Don't promise people money. Don't go and buy something on credit, and you just don't commit financially if you know you cannot come through for it. In any way, verbally, officially, it does not matter. Just don't make any financial commitments that you know you cannot keep up with, because it's going to catch up with you and you're going to be miserable. Finances make people really miserable, and they are the biggest relationship or partnership ruiner. Like, nothing ruins partnerships faster than finances. You borrow somebody money, they don't return it, y'all's friendship is gonna be on thin ice. You basically, anything that has to do with money. Yeah. Otherwise, those are a few of the financial tips that I have, or rather habits that I have inherited over the years, and I learned, and I intend to keep practicing more, so that at the end of the day we are all financially happy. Because yeah, financial unhealthiness is not nice. Otherwise, if you did enjoy this video, if you did learn something from it, please do give it a very big thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. We're road to 10k subscribers, so I would really appreciate your subscription. Otherwise, until I see you again, please continue to take care and share the love. Bye.